All right, Tyler Perry fans. Yes, I say Tyler Perry in general due to the fact that this is going to cover, Tyler Perry and his, good relationship with Netflix, especially based on the success of his recent Medea film. Now, I've been, looking at trending topics and, from Elon Musk buying Twitter and the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case. I mean, look, I haven't been following it because too many celebrity, relationship situations are just involuntarily put in our faces. I don't follow it, but I actually got inspired to do a sisters video about it, and I will right after this. But Netflix is something that's really been coming under fire. It seems that ever since they revealed penalizing or cracking the whip on people sharing passwords, things have not been looking good for Netflix at all. They lost like 200,000 subscribers recently, and stocks have plummeted to the point where I'm like, damn, I might buy me a couple shares. They're only like a couple $100. And I thought that it was interesting because after the lengthy video I posted yesterday, actually two. The first one about what is Tyler's next move after, Viacom, his contract ends in 2024, in conjunction with the why House of Pain and Assisted Living are failing on BET. And if you hear background noise, it's literally pouring down rain. It just happened out of nowhere. I'm looking out of my window. It was sunny 20 seconds ago. Now it is pouring down. So hopefully I'm coming through okay. But essentially, I said, well, even if he decides not to work with Viacom anymore, which I don't think he won't give up that relationship because things are going pretty well. He's able to crank out so much content, as well as his ability to be working with other companies. Netflix, he's producing the Disney Plus Sister Act 3 film, and who knows what other projects are in the works. And with Netflix, it just reminds me of when he was originally going to create Tyler Vision, which would be his own streaming service for all of his movies and shows, past, present, and future. But things fell through for one reason or another, and he ended up forming BET Plus with Viacom. Now, mind you, it was announced, I think, around the time he was doing the farewell play for Medea. He came out on stage and mentioned how right as he was starting his deal with Viacom, that's when Dish Network, a major cable provider, said Viacom will no longer be added to their normal package, because Viacom is you get Dish Network, Viacom was in your package. But with them taking it out, essentially Viacom was becoming an OWN network, if you will. Remember how OWN isn't in a standard cable package? You have to pay extra to get it. Now the same thing will be happening with Viacom. So Dish Network taking Viacom out of the equation already eliminated a good chunk of ratings from Tyler Perry's Viacom projects. Don't get me wrong, Sisters and The Oval do well, but only one can wonder how much better those shows could be doing if Viacom was added in the Dish Network package. Now, I don't know if Dish Network added it back. I mean, I'm talking from something from 2018, but I will say this much. When it comes down to it, does Netflix and its questionable future, will that have an impact on future Tyler Perry films if he released them on Netflix? Possibly. I don't know. I'm not saying Netflix is going to, go down entirely, but I just wonder if there's going to be an Elon Musk situation where there'll be a power player that comes into the mix and tries to purchase Netflix, because Netflix, apparently they don't really budget things. They just say, hey, here's a blank check, do what you want to produce stuff, because there was a list that I saw yesterday basically detailing how much money goes into each episode of a certain series, like Stranger Things. Nothing against the show, not my cup of tea, I never watched it. $30 million an episode. Holy crap, that's like over $220 million for a whole season. I can't believe it. And I just wonder, with their current business model and the fact that more and more people are leaving because they don't have Marvel TV anymore, the Marvel shows and whatnot. The Office is gone. Disney Plus and a number of other streaming services have popped up, ever since Netflix was the big dog. So it seems that Netflix is losing its bite more and more each day. So do you think that Tyler will end up going to another streaming platform? Who's to tell? I mean, sure, he is, co-creator or, co-CEO of BET Plus, but there are other streaming services with much more of an audience. Keep in mind, the new Medea film wasn't released on BET Plus. It was released on Netflix for a reason. So I am very curious to see how things are going to play out with Netflix over the next few weeks, let alone the next couple of years, and whether or not that's going to impact Tyler Perry's future streaming service movie releases in a positive or negative way. If you have any insight, feel free to let me know. Feel free to let's talk about in the comment section. But as always, hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.